the same that you sent us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly the same. Let me go see if Steve will announce the offer.
Okay.
And then you will correct. Okay.
I might need a copy of that just to write it in.
There you go. That's yours.
I have a pen here. So I'm gonna say John here, opening, welcome, greeting, song, and then Steve comes in for
Steve,
opportunities of service.
And you can, you play here,
Okay,
but he can announce it, right?
announce, Steve announce offering,
Yeah.
okay.
Then
Then I
you.
do prayer, I'm doing the prayer as well?
Uh-huh.
Okay, John do the offering, then the prayer. This is like the regular,
You're gonna say a prayer and then go into your music.
oh, okay.
You know?
Okay, and then they don't, you said no scripture or,
I don't think we'll do a scripture. The kids will do that.
nope, John. Okay. Steve. And then no scripture, and then they're gonna do the kids, and then.
And then after the kids, if you want to just be up here to start playing and
Okay.
just send them forward, you know, we're going to kind of watch that, see if it gets awkward, and then we'll just,
I'm gonna fill in any gaps.
yes,
How
that would
about
be
that?
awesome. Thank you. I knew you could.
Got you
Okay,
covered.
I'll go tell Steve about that.
And so the two hymns, this is what, the one we can choose from the hymn book, right?
Yep.
Great.
Yep, whatever you want to do.
I love this one. And, oh, we're gonna do, it's gonna be look seamless, like it was planned the whole way, I
Yeah,
promise.
there you go. That would be awesome.
I'm just gonna start playing, I'll do the. Inside. Good morning, everyone. Wow, hey, Chuck. Chuck is waving like high five. Hello, I'm right here at home. Let's give the Lord a hand clap. He's worthy of praise. Amen. Amen. Hope y'all don't mind. We're going to make some noise today. God has been so good to us. He's given us sunshine, and He's given us another day to actually go and worship Him in both spirit and in truth. My name is John Redmond. I'm so glad I'm back here with family at First United Methodist Church of Castle Rock. I've been coming here for a couple of years, and y'all, we're going to go on and have a great time today. Is that all right? Okay. We're in the right spot. We're in the right spot. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to go on. What I want everybody to do is just get up and greet somebody. You haven't seen each other probably in a week, so we're going to do the little song, What a Fellowship, What a Joy Divine, leaning on the everlasting. that all right? I think y'all all warmed up now. Like, I got a choir right here. I hear you. I hear you. They said we're going to stand real close. Oh, page 370, just a couple pages back. How many of y'all know there's victory in Jesus? We've been fighting wars within and without, but if you ever wanted to win any battle, make sure you bring Jesus in the fight. There is still victory in Jesus after all these years.
Give it up, everybody. John Redmond. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. What a wonderful morning it is. So this morning, we came to church. Reverend Sarah is on vacation. Reverend Rob called out sick. So he's okay. He actually had a kidney biopsy this week, and it came out well. Unfortunately, he just doesn't feel well this morning. So we have got some exciting information. We're going to have the kids have been with us all week long, and that's who's going to talk to us today about what they've been doing all week and the celebratory that they've had within our church and what it meant to them. So we're going to bring them out in just a little bit of while, and they're going to talk to us. But for now, we're going to talk about these announcements. Here's what Reverend Rob does. He hands these to Theresa, who hands them to me 5 minutes ago and says, "Will you read what's going on in the church? We're going to get through this somehow. So, first and foremost today, the flowers on the altar are in memory of Paul Daniels. Believe it or not, it's been 2 years, I believe, Bonnie. So, Paul Daniels, 2 years ago. So, the flowers are up there. And this morning, it is kind of a good thing in a way that Reverend Rob's not here, because we were going to talk about his party. And if you don't know about it, which you probably don't, on June the 3rd, we've organized a celebratory party for him after all the years he's been with us and what he's done for the church. It's going to be held at Kirk Hall, 5 p.m. That's out at the fairgrounds, okay? 5 p.m. on June 3rd. Please put it on your calendar. Any questions at all, you can contact Leslie Spencer. Now, Leslie's in charge of the party. So it's going to be dancing. We got a band, and we'll keep, more details as it comes. If you'd like to help us out in planning that party, please, by all means, step up, give us your name, see Julie or see Leslie, and we will get you signed up to help us out on that. Coming up on March 22nd, this actually sounds really interesting. It's called Afghanistan Resettlement. What it is, it's a speaker by the name of Dr. C.K. Smith, who served for 4 presidents, 9 war zones, over 30 years from Central Africa to the Middle East to Central Asia, documenting war crimes, negotiating ethnic and political reconciliations, and working towards the social and political rehabilitations of highly traumatized societies. Dr. Smith's message will totally inspire you, inform you, and educate you of how everyday people can help our Afghan friends. So this talk is going to be 6:30, March 22nd. As I understand, it's a once-in-a-lifetime situation, lifetime memory night you'll really like to celebrate. Judy Wamba, if you want more information, contact her. And she's got the details as far as that. We also have coming up the Knots Again. That's on March 23rd. As far as the sleeping bags, Carrie would like to talk about that.
Good morning. So Not Again took a very long break because of COVID, and we did get together just before the holidays, but then the numbers went up again, so I'm just now getting it started back up. We've changed from Thursdays, we're doing it Wednesdays now, so it's the third Wednesday at 6 p.m., and if you don't remember what we do, we make ugly quilts. We take scraps of material and put it all together to make this huge quilt, and then we turn it into a sleeping bag. And we're always in need of blankets and scrap material that you may have lying around that you're not going to use. Old ties, because that's how they tie them up. And then we deliver them to the mission down in downtown Denver when we get a bunch. So if you have any questions, let me know and join us on the third Wednesday. So this month it's on March 23rd at 6 p.m.
Thank you very much. And also, if you would like to donate to, I believe it's called UMCOR, and that is the fund for the Ukrainians. If that was something you feel passionate about, please give your checks within the offering center of the office and simply write in the memo line UMCOR, and those funds will be dictated or go to that purpose, okay? Next, we've got Laris, and Laris wants to talk to us a little bit about our backpack ministry.
I'm doing this for Mike, and there's so much that I'm supposed to say I had to write it down.
Well, okay.
So after 2 years of hiatus of our backpack ministry because of COVID-19, we're pleased to tell you that we're going to have it again. And one way that we live out our church's vision, touching people and changing lives through the love of Jesus Christ. And we reach out to the prisoners of Douglas County Detention Center who are being released and provide backpacks with personal items in them. And we buy the backpacks, and then we allow you folks to pick up a card and purchase some items or donate money toward purchase of these personal items, such as socks, toothpaste, toothbrush, various things they need. The Kenny Teague, I think is his name. He's the minister at the detention center, and he's very, very pleased and appreciative that our church does that. We're the only people that do it, and those persons being released are most appreciative. They have been known to comment that they didn't know anybody really cared that much about them. We're going to provide 48 backpacks, 36 for men and 12 for women. And so after the service, be a table out in front where you can pick up cards of things to purchase, and then there will be a bin for returned items. And then in April, we will dedicate these backpacks. Thank you very much.
You look just like Michael. And lastly, on the 22nd of March, the SOC program starts again. Those of you who don't know about the SOC program or what the SOC program is, I believe it stands for Save Our Community Kids. If you haven't been part of that, if you haven't come to it, do come. It's great. You can volunteer to cook a dinner. You can just help the kids, just kind of walk in, no plans, and believe me, when you're here, it'll open up your heart to be working with the kids. And it's funny, we have one of the children, or kids, that have been in that program for years. And now I find myself helping him in a different part of life, 5, 6 years later. And so the program has touched a lot of kids. And really, I want to actually embarrass her and say thank you, Theresa, for everything you have done for that program. And if you've been here, then you know what she does for the program. So today, we're going to take our offering now, and then we're going to try to piece this all together and make it work.
I love hymns, and so I'm going to do one for you. Is that all right? As we collect and receive the offering. I'm a Louis Armstrong impressionist, so I'll say, blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. Salvation. Let's offer a word of prayer real quickly, it's all right. Father, in Jesus' name, we just thank you so much for allowing us to come together and just to be in your presence. Your word declares that we're two or more gathered in your name. Father, as we've given out of our abundance or we've given out of our lack, Father, I just thank you right now in Jesus' name that we know that little becomes much when we place it in your hands. So I thank you right now that you're going to go on and give it back to us a good measure. Press down and share it again. I just thank you right now in Jesus' name we do pray. There's a big holiday coming up. Maybe you guys might not know what it is. I'm getting so St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. It's Thursday. I want to do this little song. Anybody Irish? Any Irish? A little bit. At least 1% and on. Like you count for this holiday. You can anyway. So this is a little song that is very famous Love is a strange creature. It controls our emotions and can make us do some crazy things. But when we lose someone we love, our world comes crumbling down. And our heart, well, it mourns. And nothing can make us mourn more than the loss of a child. The longing to hold them and to kiss them just one more time. And sometimes it seems like nature understands and mourns with us too. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes call from glad to glad and down the mountainside. The stream's gone and all the flowers died. Tis you must go, and I must abide. But come ye by when summer's in the meadows, or when the valley is hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here, sunshine, oh, in shadow, oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so. There was a Christian songwriter, very famous. Some of you all know her. Her name is Dottie Rambo. She wrote such songs like We Shall Behold Him and I Go to the Rock. She heard this song, Oh Danny Boy, and she said, I like the tune, but I'm going to change those words just a little bit to reflect how much Jesus means to me. And so she took out a pen and a paper. and she started writing song, this wonderful song that is known all over the world. The tune is familiar, but her word says, I shall forever lift mine eyes to Calvary to view the cross where Jesus died for me. How marvelous this grace that caught my fallen soul. He looked beyond my fault and saw my need. He looked beyond my fault and saw my needs. Yeah.
Good morning, all. My name is Brenda Reyes Lua, and I am happy to be here and grateful for sharing this space with us during the last 8 days. I serve as the Assistant Director at the Center for Public Service at Gettysburg College, and that's in Pennsylvania, so we've traveled quite a ways to be here. And as part of my role at Gettysburg, I organize, along with students, different immersion projects, immersive experiences in different communities, both domestically and internationally. And Sammy will talk a little bit about his role, but several years ago, he came to us with an idea of having an immersion project and working alongside the Pine Ridge Reservation and Teepee Raisers. And so 2 years later, we're here. We've laughed together. We've worked really hard together. We've cut a lot of wood in 18-degree weather where there was snow and icy rain coming down. We've cried together. This space has served not only as a place where we can share meals and sleep, but also a place where we've done a lot of reflection, and not just in terms of the work that we're doing here, the physical work, but also the connections, the relationships that we're building, and the continual work that will happen after we leave later this evening. But I will let everybody else as well talk a little bit. But again, we are forever grateful to have had this space to be able to share a lot of those struggles, a lot of the joys, and sharing different meals together.
I'll take a minute to introduce myself. My name is Sammy Ventimiglia. I am a senior at Gettysburg College. As Brenda said, I approached the Center for Public Service during my first year at college with this idea of having a trip to foster reconciliation and to do service and to engage with the community at the Pine Ridge Reservation. And here we are in Castle Rock for various reasons, a lot to do with the bug that's going around. But we're here representing also the Teepee Raisers, which is a nonprofit started by my uncle, Dave Ventimiglia, to build reconciliation and foster connections. And amplify Native spirituality and knowledge. And we've spent a lot of time, as Brenda has spoken a little about, of doing physical work of chopping wood and raising teepees and collecting sacred rocks and going to massacre sites in this land, in this indigenous land that we're on now. And we've spent a lot of time reflecting and sharing joy and tears and laughter. And we're forever grateful for this space, for allowing us to congregate, to share our sacred circle and to be together. And it's provided us refuge and shelter and nourishment, and very thankful for that.
Hi, my name is Molly. I'm a sophomore at Gettysburg College. I was talking with some other students earlier, and it feels like we've been here forever. I think the amount of growth that we've gone through this week, what we've experienced this week, you definitely feel a lot older. I was working on a school assignment yesterday, and it was for a mapping class, just learning how to make maps. And I struggled doing it because it seemed so insignificant compared to everything that we had been doing this week. And it's really hard, like in college, you're in the classroom, you're so focused, you work hard all the time, and you learn the same things over and over and over again in your major. And then you're like, okay, I get it. You can stop telling me that. And then you come out into the real world, and it's like, holy moly, like, yeah, like the real world is not like that. And so this week definitely was a great time for me to use what I learned in the classroom for better or worse. Yeah, so I'm really grateful for the church for providing this space for a lot of personal growth, for group growth. And I think the other thing that I really learned this week was the value of relationships. A lot of the students we just met, I mean, we had met before, but really only met this week. And also our new friends from the reservation. I don't know what our relationship will look like going forward, but that doesn't make the relationship any less. You know, even if we did only know each other for this week, that's still a really beautiful thing that I'll always cherish.
My name's Tyler Longman. I'm one of the Native American boys or teens that came to this group or this trip. This is my second time coming to the trip. I'm very glad I met these people, and it's really good to see that there's actually people who care, that actually want to care off the reservation, because you don't get a lot of things on the reservation like the support for mental health or physical health. You don't get to talk to a lot of people because that's not a thing basically up there. Up there, it's everybody will criticize you and make fun of you, and they won't believe you. But when you get to come to these groups and meet these wonderful people, like I met, like Molly and Sammy, Brenda, Mackenzie, and all those guys right back there. If you look back there in the corner, they all waving at y'all. See? Y'all right there. Yeah, right there. Meeting all these wonderful people is really great, and I'm grateful that I got to meet them, because I mean, they helped me. They let me sit here. They let me sit there and talk to them. They didn't criticize me on anything, or they let me speak to them, and they listened, and they didn't say nothing. And sometimes that's really all you need, is to have someone there to just listen to you and let some of those things off your shoulders. I said before, thank you guys for the administration for letting us stay here. As said before, it shared a lot of things, being able to sleep, eat with each other, and cry with each other. This church has some memories now from the group and from the others that came down from South Dakota. And being able to withstand these guys' craziness for a good maybe week and a half or whatever, how long we're here. While I was here, each and every one of them drove me crazy in their own way. But we also had good times with each other, and we also had good talks, and we laughed with each other, and that's something you don't really get to see up in the reservation unless you're friends with that person. Being able to bond with them as quick as we did throughout this week is it's awesome. It really is, because me, I don't have a lot of friends, but seeing these college kids and coming to the group, and it's just, I'm really grateful for being able to meet these guys, even though they live 2,000, maybe even more miles away from where I live. But there will be times where I'll be trying to keep contact with them, because these are really great people. They are beautiful people in their ways. They're really great people to become friends with. They really are. And it's gonna be a little hard today trying to say goodbye to them, or trying to tell them see you later. And it's gonna be hard for a lot of us today. And I got a question. How old do you think I am? But just guess. If I wasn't to say I was a teenager, what would your guess be? Well, I'm 15. And yeah, thanks for the administration for letting us be able to stay here. Thank you.
I was just wondering, before the youth leave, before the college kids leave, can we just do something really quickly? Can you guys just stand in the center of the aisle, just make a line? Just make a line. We just want to see you guys, just like in a full-fledged line. Yeah, look at these guys. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. And, yeah, this is an amazing. This is crazy. And I want the church, could the church just all stand up and make a big circle around them? Just make a big circle around them, big circle around them. Love up on them, and we're going to sing the song, Pass It On, because that's what they're doing. They're spreading love and they're spreading peace, and just make a circle as best as you know how. We just want to embrace them and encircle them. If you guys, and I know that it's all about love. We love you guys so much. And if you guys know the song, can you just sing it with me really quickly?